Hello everyone, we are the Reactors and we are covering network threats at the moment on the data link layer. So the case study we've chosen is the DarkHotel 2014. John's going to tell us some more about that, so I'm going to give it over to him.
Okay, so first we'll look at the agent behind the DarkHotel, which was the actor and also known as APT-C06 or Dubnium, which is a highly skilled cyber espionage agent with close analytical links to South Korea interests, who is thought to be state-sponsored. This agent specializes in the evil concierge strategy, which entails breaching the Wi-Fi infrastructure of upscale hotels to target prominent people, and operates with the accuracy of a professional intelligence service as opposed to a typical criminal organization. By breaking into the hotel management system, the actor determines when certain VIPs connect to the network and provides them with malicious software updates that are digitally signed and seem to be authentic fixes from reliable suppliers. This agent, distinguished by its technological expertise, it often uses self-deleting malware and zero-day vulnerabilities to exfiltrate sensitive data with almost no forensic trace. Next, we'll be looking at the intent of the motive of the agent, which was the main motive of the agent is strategic espionage, putting long-term political and economic intelligence collection ahead of short-term financial gain. By stealing valuable information from government officials, defense contractors, and business executives, such as trade secrets, diplomatic correspondence, and private intellectual property. They hope to gain a competitive edge. The agent's actions are intended to provide their sponsors a thorough understanding of the internal tactics of foreign businesses, as their targets are frequently involved in delicate international negotiations or significant industrial projects. This purpose is motivated by the need for information dominance at the state level, which guarantees that each intrusion serves a larger national security or economic goal rather than just causing disruption. Now I'm passing over to Niall.
Okay, thanks, John. As John verbally mentioned, the whole point of the espionage is to gain information from high-ranking individuals. So what the DarkHotel method is, or spyware method, if I can put it like that, is basically it is hackers that gain access to a high-end hotel's Wi-Fi network, which is not very challenging for them. And this allows them to intercept and both manipulate the hotel's traffic and also allows them to locate the specific targets that they have. For example, like mentioned, high-ranking individuals, COOs, or members of government, so on and so forth. So the hackers are exploiting the semi-public or public Wi-Fi network of the hotel, which has a weaker infrastructure, insecure infrastructure, to make seamless connections for the guests as easy as possible. However, this is with a drawback, meaning that because it is so seamless, there's less security measures in place. And this is the vulnerability that the group is exploiting, basically. Next slide, please. So basically how the exploit works, as John also previously mentioned, so the guest would connect to the Wi-Fi and then get a spoofed pop-up from a trusted app like Google or Adobe or anything like that, for example, that is requesting for a software update. So then obviously depending on the guest's own tech savvy, they would either download this or not download it. So in the unfortunate state, if the user did download it, it was actually the hacker's malware. The technical name is a Trojan, Win42, or a Tapax. So this malware would then obviously scrape the user's actual information from their personal computer, both their information, their work information, or financial information. This information then also allowed groups or individuals to do espionage and allowed them to get insider information, steal additional money, acquire blackmail material, and so on and so forth. I'm giving over to Rochelle now.
So the attack vector. The attack vector is the method used to deliver as well as execute the breach. This required DarkHotel to use a complex combination of precision targeting and network infiltration. So firstly, they use spear phishing via local network, which is briefly explained before as well. So this type of spear phishing was very localized, email phishing. So when the victim linked trusted networks, it's them. When the user arrived, the phish looked as if it updates the infrastructure. The attackers lay dormant until a target, like specific arrived after infiltrating hotel server. It was a targeted interception when eventually the high-value target waited. The attackers then intercepted their web traffic. Network manipulation. The actors utilized DNS manipulation and in the middle MITM techniques to reroute the victim's device by taking. Next, we have the payload. The harmful activities that take place are successful are referred to as the payload. So a variety of specialized SPO made up the payload. So advanced keyloggers. These were used to record every keystroke the victim made with information stealers. Made to hashed and steal data actual property. Targeted interception. When eventually the high-value target waited for connected to the attackers then intercept Wi-Fi, the web traffic. Anti-detection. In order to stay dark, the payload had functions that either struct or active if it encountered a cyber connected hotel network. Digital trust exploitation. The payload was able to evade digitally signed using stolen authentic certificates. And then here, a step-by-step process on the business executives or their high-value targets. And now giving over to Vihan.
Moving on to the impact of the DarkHotel campaign, it's crucial to understand that this wasn't a loud, chaotic ransomware attack designed to make a quick buck. It was a silent hemorrhage of highly sensitive information. The attackers surgically targeted top executives and government officials because the malware was designed to clean up after itself and delete its own traces once the data was stolen. Most victims checked out of their luxury hotels having no idea their devices were completely compromised. The real-world impact here is massive but hard to quantify. The data stolen likely influenced billion-dollar global business negotiations and sensitive geopolitical strategies. Next slide, please. So how do we mitigate a threat that turns a five-star hotel's Wi-Fi into a trap? The DarkHotel case forced a major shift in how corporate security teams handle executive travel. First, strict corporate VPN usage is absolutely non-negotiable. The moment a device connects to any public network, all traffic must be encrypted through a VPN to prevent the local network manipulation we discussed earlier. Second, companies had to realize that traditional antivirus isn't enough. Because these attackers use legitimate stolen digital certificates, we have to rely on endpoint detection and response, or EDR, which flags malicious behavior on the computer, rather than just checking if a file looks legitimate. Ultimately, DarkHotel is the perfect case study for zero trust architecture. It proves that you can never assume a network is safe, no matter how prestigious the location.
Yes, and these are our references. We thank you very much for your time, and we hope you have a lovely day.